All three of them try to convey the sense of the pink lifting struggling in the corpse. We saw squealing, it broke away before I called Kyle it, but next time Jack slammed his knife into a trunk and looked around challengingly. The meeting settled down again. "So you see," said Ralph, "we need hunters to get us meat. And another thing." He lifted the shell on his knife and looked around the sun-slashed face. "There aren't any grown-up. We shall have to look after our slave." The meeting humid and was silent. "And another thing, we cannot have everybody talking at once. We will have to have hand up like at school." He held the conch before his face and glanced round the mountain. "Then I will give him the conch." "That's what this shall called. I will give the conch to the next person to speak. He can hold it when he is speaking, but look, and he won't be interrupted except by me." Jack was on his feet. "We will have rules," he cried. "Exactly, lots of rules. Then when anyone breaks them, who bong doing?" Ralph felt the conch lift from his lap. Then Piggy was standing cradling the great cream shell and shouting it down. Jack, left on his feet, looked encouragingly at Ralph, who smiled and patted the log. "Jack, sit down." Piggy took off his glasses and blinked at the smudgy while he whipped them on his shirt. "You are hindering Ralph. You are not letting him get to the most important thing." He paused evictly. "Oh no, we are here. They know at the airport." The man with a rapid chink. "My dad." Biggie put on his glasses. "Nobody know where we are," said Biggie. He was paler than before and brutally. "Perhaps they know where we was going to, and perhaps not, but they don't know where we are, 'cause we never got there." He gaped at them for a moment, then swayed and sat down. Ralph took the conch from his hand. "That's what I was going to say," he went on, "when you all he gazed at their intent face. The plan was shot down in flames. Nobody know where we are. We may be here a long time." The silence was so completely that they could hear the environment of Biggie perching. The sun slanted in and lay golden over half the platform. The breeze that on the lagoon had catched their tails like kittens were feeding their way across the platform and into the forest. Ralph pushed back the tingle of fire hair that hung on his forehead. "So we might be here a long time." Nobody said anything. He grinned sadly. "But this is a good island. With Jack, Simon, and me, we climbed the mountain, ate wizard Jerry's food and drink, and rock blue flower." Biggie, partly recovered, pointed to the conch in Ralph's hand, and Jack and Simon fell silent. Relaf went on. While we are waiting, we can have a good time on this island, he gesticulated wildly. It's like in a book. At once there was a clamor to Treasure Island, swells and amazed. Coral Island, Relaf wept the coach. This is our island. It's a good island until the growing up come to fetch. Yes, we will have fun. Jack held out his hand for the conch. Jerry's big, he said. Jerry's food and beating water in that little stream along there and everything. Didn't anyone find anything else? He handed the conch back to Relaf and sat down. Opportunity. No one had found anything. The older boy first noticed the child. When he rested, there was a group of little boys arguing him forward, and he did not want to go. He was a trim of a boy about 6 years old, and one side of his face was blotted out by a mulberry colored birthmark. He stood now warped out of the preparatory by the furious light of publicity, and he poured into the course. Grace with one too. He was matching and about to cry. The other little boy whispered but seriously pushed him toward Relaf. All right, said Relaf. Come on then. The small boy looked round in points. Speak up. The small boy held out his hand for the conch, and the assembly shouted with laughter. At once he snatched back his hand and started to cry. Let him have the conch, shouted Becky. Let him have it. At last Relaf decided him to hold the child, but by then the blow of laughter had taken away the child's voice. Becky knelt by him, one hand one. The great child listening and interpreting to the example. He wants to know what you are going to do about this snake thing. Relaf laughed, and the other boy laughed with him. The small boy twisted further into himself. Tell us about this snake thing. Now he said it was a beast, a snake thing, every so big. He saw it. Where in the wood? Either he wanting breath, or perhaps the decline of the sun allowed a little column to lie under the tree. The boy felt it and stared resolutely. You couldn't have a better snacking on an island this size, Relaf explaining kindly. You only get them in big country like Africa or India. Murmur, and the grave nodding of head. Then he couldn't see it. Laughter and cheer. Did you hear that? Say he saw the thing in the dark. He still says he saw the beast. It come and went away again, and come back and wanted to eat him. He was dreaming. Laughing, Relaf looked for confirmation round the ring of face. The older boy agreed, but here and there among the little ones was the doubt. He required more than reassuring assurance. He must have had a nightmare stumbling about among all those creepers. More grave nodding. They knew about nightmare. He say he saw the pest, the snake thing, and well, it come back tonight. Put there isn't a bested. He say in the morning it turned into them things like ropes in the tree and hang in the branch. He say, well, it come back tonight. but there is not a bestie.